Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of our Wizard101 Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, in this episode, we're going to be starting the process and hopefully arriving at Azteca. Yeah, starting the process to get to Azteca, and hopefully we get there. I don't think there's too many things we have to do. This is just a quest line to introduce you to the concept of Azteca, what's going on there, what the place is, I assume. So should be interesting. But yeah, let's head on. So we had to head to Regent Square. For those of you who don't remember or just slip in your mind, Cyrus called us saying, "Hey," called us up saying, "Hey, I need a favor." Basically said, I need a favor done. One of my friends hasn't been responding. Didn't know Cyrus had friends, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, which leads us to here, back to Marleybone to go into the Royal Museum to go check on his friend. All right. Is it up here? Yes. I do believe this is also a new thing. Like, this wasn't, obviously, I don't think this wasn't here when we were in Marleybone originally. But anyway. Alright. Now, this is a unique area, but it is almost entirely modeled off of the Wizard's Tower housing area. I think it's what it's called. I mean, it's just like right. I mean, that's like Marleybone proper, right over there, I guess. But hello, some Goliath rampagers. I'm sure we'll be fighting them in a moment.
Goodness, those are some of Morgant's hideous bugmen. Quick, you better deal with them.
Lightbringer, we crash.
So we're called the Lightbringer. Maybe I should change my character's last name to Morningstar. Alright, enough of this. Rank 12 fire enemies, I would assume this is a fairly normal fight, so yeah, like nothing too serious, strenuous. Let's just get into it. Wow, alright. Luck is on my side today, it would seem. That one, we'll also do this one. And I'm just gonna pass. There it is. What did I use? I used a normal, so that's, yeah. Okay, all Spirit Blade, just because I can never remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure a single 35% blade's not enough to make this a hit, to take them out. I can't remember. Besides, I lose nothing by doing that. See? Pretty safe turn. And I still got a normal pip. Interesting. This should be more than enough, though, I would think. Oh, very nice. It might have been enough with just the single blade. Alright then. I wonder if there's any fishing to be done here. Yeah, so we do not have a unique map here. That's unfortunate. So that tells me probably not.
By the spiral, thank you for saving me from those terrifying creatures.
It sounds a lot like Sean Connery, like a Sean Connery impersonation.
I had just received the most unusual visitor when those brutes appeared and attacked. Yes, a Quetzal arrived with a message tied around her neck. What's a Quetzal? They're a type of winged snake from Azteca. They're all extinct now. Well, they're supposed to be. Maybe this one hadn't heard. Quetzals were known to be vicious and protective, or occasionally tame. I'll let you find out what type she is. If you gently collect the Quetzal from the garden, we can have a look at the message she's carrying.
Alright. Kind of a cool area. Yeah, no, I like this area. Ooh, it's some sandstone over there. Let's pick that up.
You step up to the Quetzal. She's some sort of winged snake. A little bit cute, even. She seems to like you.
Well, excellent. This place is cool. I wonder if I'm assuming we'll head into his house at some point.
Yes, well done. Now try to slip the message off her neck. Ah, you got the message and didn't lose any fingers. Good, good. Nice, Quetzal. Clever girl.
Little Jurassic Park reference, I view it as. I like it.
It says, Great magicians of Bartleby, Azteca trembles in the shadow of Xibalba. Please come at once for our salvation. It is signed by 3 names, Pakal Redmask, Tezcat 3-Star, and Zalen Reedwalker. Why, there's a spiral key here. I thought they were all lost when Azteca was destroyed by a great comet a decade ago.
A decade ago? I smell time travel.
But perhaps we were all wrong, and Azteca persists. Quick, let us look through the telescope at the top of the observatory.
Yes, I smell time travel. Oh, this is very nice. If this is indeed modeled after the like the Wizard's Watchtower, I think it's what it's called. I might have to look into getting one. I think I can get it with gold. I do have a kind of a surplus of gold at times. Just curious. Oh, this is very nice. Yeah, I'm almost positive that it is. Oh, look at that, a silver chest. This is one I'll open just because I assume the rewards are going to be similar to a silver chest from standard Marleybone, but let's see. Okay. 31415. Come on. There. Alright. Need a 1. A 1 and a 5. Perfect. Like I said, I assume this is going to be Marleybone rewards. No, it is not. That is a... Okay. So, no, it is not. That is an Azteca reward. Sun Serpent, obviously being the Fire School spell. The ones we'll be looking for are, or is, Avenging Fossil. Is the spell elements I will be looking for. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you can come back here.
You see a new spiral world, or more accurately, a very, very old world. The comet that encircles the world looks like a bad omen to you.
I do know that one of the raids that are available to the various guilds that are a part of Wizard101 I think it's the second raid, has to do with the comet, with Zabalba itself. So I don't think we're gonna do anything with it, though. That might be kind of the overarching threat of Azteca. I'm guessing, but I guess we'll see, won't we? One of the things I have heard about Azteca is that it is long, like a very, relatively long world. Ooh, some of these artifacts are really cool. Nice. But, so that's something to be aware of. Yeah, it's a long world. There's a lot, there's a lot to do, I think. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. So, I like dinosaurs. And Aztec culture is a passing interest of mine. I don't know much about it, but other than, the most common stuff. But anyway. I do know it is the second to last world in Arc 2, so... And just think about that for a second.
You were able to see the spiral world? For the longest time, I could only see a cloud of dust in the night sky. The Aztecosaurs are the oldest race in the spiral. Their ancestors lived in the first world before it shattered. I assumed Azteca was lost, but perhaps there is yet hope for the Aztecosaurs, a wonderful, creative, and fierce people. I'm reminiscing too much, aren't I? You must take this Quetzal and her message back to Cyrus Drake at Ravenwood immediately.
All right. To make this trip a little bit easier. Sorry, I don't see frost flowers and sandstone very often, so it's like when I see it, I want to go grab it. And I didn't walk over to this area anyway, so what's over here? Or I guess I didn't fly over. You know what I mean. Excellent. Alright, I'm gonna pop back to my home. Just to make this a little bit easier for myself. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. After this, we'll be heading into Azteca. Pretty sure.
Finally, the wizard returns. What do you have with you? A Quetzal! Rip, I had no idea Azteca still survived. It is a place of the oldest powers and greatest legends.
Which is something really big to for Cyrus, being the myth professor.
This message you recovered is fascinating. Clearly a cry for help. Someone really should investigate and see what is going on. You would best bring this news to Headmaster Ambrose.
So, land before time and life finds a way. Alright, I did want to see what this is because it's a reward. That's interesting. Interesting looking. You can't sell it. Level 80 plus. Obviously it's not as good as what I'm currently wearing, but that might be something to hang on to. Just because I like to hang on to the ones that are quest rewards, unless they're just not interesting. And if that ends up being not, not a unique design, like that's something that Eloise is selling, then no, we're not. I won't be keeping that. Anyway, let's head to Ambrose so that we can get permission. So basically, we can head on.
Oh, hello, Wizard. Did I just summon you? Cyrus sent you here? Is it myth-related?
Kind of.
A Quetzal messenger from Azteca. You say the poor creature was being chased by Morganth's minions. Oh, very worrisome. Let's take a look at that message. Oh, my. A plea for help against the forces of Shadow. Years ago, Azteca was cut off from the rest of the spiral by a great comet. Many believed it was destroyed, but I was not so sure. The spiral now reveals this world to us in its darkest hour. It falls upon us to act. Take the key this brave Quetzal brought us and travel through Bartleby's spiral door to Azteca. Find this Pakal red mask and bring light to drive away the shadows. Go quickly, young wizard, but be careful. I suspect Morganth's hand in this somewhere.
Oh, very much so. All right. And so we set foot in Azteca. In a moment. Still gotta get back to Bartleby. But I'm looking forward to this, as I always am, going into a new world. One this will be my first experience with. So it's always kind of exciting for me. Again, I know I've seen the stuff that people say, you know, Azteca is a very long, arduous world, but honestly, I'm okay with that. I am completely fine with that. Anyway, Azteca. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I always like seeing the new load screen. Alright. We are in the Zocala, which is where we have Zeke, Burke, that's a food vendor. We have treasure card vendor. Sorry, that was not wanting to come out. Probably a few other things too. 3 Points is a place that we do need to head to eventually for a few other quests. Mangrove Marsh, we'll find out. By those other quests, I mean I have this is a crafting quest that I will do on my own, just because it's not... The crafting quests are not that interesting. I do have a fishing quest, again, not interesting whatsoever for content. But that's in Salt Meadow Swamp, so that's a ways away probably. But we also have our Avenging Fossil quest line, which is in 3 Points. Though I assume we probably have to do some stuff in here before we can head to 3 Points. We'll find out. Anyway, here is Pascal Red Mask. He looks like a macaw, maybe? Cool.
By Mother Moon, I cannot quite believe it. I was afraid I would remain alone and be forced to see our light extinguished. I am Pakal Red Mask,
Pakal,
magician.
sorry.
I am one of the 3 mystics who wove the spells that guided our messenger to you. But as you see, I stand alone at the edge of the City of 3 Winds. My allies, Tescat Freestar and Zaylen Reedwalker, are lost. The comet Xibalba brought the Shadow Queen to Azteca, and she has laid waste with her Umbra Legion. My allies are gone. I beg your help. Confront the crazed Thunderhorns in 3 Points, beyond the Zocalo, to learn what happened to Tescat Freestar.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, we're gonna keep going with things. Ooh, Mandrake. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna keep going with things just because, I mean, we're not even at 20 minutes, so yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm looking forward to doing some fishing on my own. Always cool to see the new stuff. Oh, that's a way to do it. And there's the comet, ever imposing. I love that, going through the waterfall like that. Very cool. All right. Let's see what Burke has. Oh, we actually are going into 3 Points. Oh, okay, cool. She has Parrot and Dino. Yeah, kind of what I expected. Well, that being said, no, I don't want... Can I not do anything with Zeke just yet? Where is he? Yeah, let's see if we can... Let's see if Zeke has his quest for us. I guess not. Yeah, it's not time yet. There's a few things we have to do before we can get his quest, I guess. That's fine. Ooh, Black Lotus. Alright, just looking around. Let's check out the treasure card vendor. See if there's anything interesting here. No, not really. Kind of standard stuff. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and check out what the mounts for Azteca look like. Ah, Crocogator, Triceratops, on Cliosaurus? Yeah, I think that's right. And an Arcus Cloud. Alright, those are cool. And what about the kind of the bog standard gear? Guard, Beast, Headdress, and Shaman. That's kind of cool. Okay, Guard, Beast. Okay, so no, that one piece of gear it's a Shaman coloration, is what it is. Or it's the Shaman set. Okay. Oops, sorry. Honestly, not too interesting. What was the Beast robe? Yeah, not too interesting, unfortunately. But that is what it is. So, I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and head into 3 points. Those guys are kind of cool. King's Advisor. A couple different sigils. Oh, I forgot about the pet snack. And a silver chest. Banana. So, kind of the normal stuff. Eggplant. Okay. We're going to do the silver chest. I'm actually probably going to... Now that I think about it, I think we're going to make this episode a little bit shorter. Oh, wow. Just 4s. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and make this episode a little bit shorter. We've arrived into Azteca. Let me... Okay, Lord of Winter, Shocked Key. So yeah, this stuff's all going to be pretty good in Azteca as well for the keys. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, let me check something real quick. Okay, so I did a look, and what we're going to do is instead of getting into the main quest line, you know, the Savage Land, continue on with Azteca, I'm going to go ahead and actually do the spell activity quest. It's pretty short, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Hope that's okay. It does involve going into 3 points. So there is that. Alright, let's look at our map just to see what we got going on. Kind of a small area. And ooh, there's a that is what that is, okay. This is also where our vendors are. Awesome. Yeah. I was wondering if more vendors were around. So let's furniture. What else you got? Just furniture. I'm not gonna look at all that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not looking at all that. Because furniture is one of the handful of things that just does not interest me. We got the deck vendor. I do want to see if I can update, or if there's an update for my deck. Oh, a jaguar. Very cool. Huh. Wait, what? A deck that gives stuff. Interesting. 7 copies, 64, 30, and 15 additional health. I think I'll just wait for the Drawer of Secrets. That's kind of cool. To give 20 health. That's cool. Alright, alright. Not bad. And it's inherently, it's better. Because I don't use, 7 copies of everything. Yeah, no, this is what I'll end up picking this up. Actually, can I just pick it up now? Yeah. I'll buy 2 for the secondary deck that I use for more specific situations. I do want to see if this is any better. No. No, not really. Though I'm guessing the theme that I can get from Chrysalis, which is the next world, will probably beat out Bear's Claw of Death. What about you? 4 damage? No, you're directly worse. That's okay. Yeah. I am gonna go through look through some of this stuff. This is the crafter. Again, I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Okay. What else we got? You are the robe trader. Okay. Oh. Wooden chest. Shoe trader, and I'm more interested in the amulet trader, but we'll look at the shoes and the masks. Okay. And again, I'm really just looking at my own stuff. It is what it is. I am curious to see about an updated amulet. Oh, okay, so they give your school, they give a school shield, and then the... Oof. Myth Imp. So yeah, and then they give you a spell that has additional effects. Yeah, 280 death damage and 35 to next death spell. That's a... Which I'm guessing these are all like the spells that your opponents have that you can't learn. Like Life Banshee does its thing, puts a trap. What is this one? Iceberg? Yeah. All of these, I'm assuming, do something like place the Inferno Salamander. I think fire or pyromancers can learn something like that. The Keen Beak. Oh, 350 balance damage, and then sets up the 40% power pip chance global spell. Nice. That's not bad. We already looked at that one. And what's the storm? And then sets up the global. Okay, those are interesting. But anyway, that is enough sightseeing of the new wares and whatnot. Just all the way back here. What are you doing back here? All right.
I smell you are on a mission, young magician. Can I help you find something? Oh, Professor Dworgen sent you. Crypt dust? That is a far too common item in Azteca. However, you will have to fight for it. The undead you need are the deathless Stormhorns, who haunt a chamber in the cenote. Battle them for the crypt dust.
Easy enough. The cenote being the top of there, I believe. I do want to see the name. Oh no, we're heading in there. Gotcha. I do want to see the name of this. Okay. Let me look that up, because they have my curiosity. I'm assuming this is either, this is either a stone. Yeah, this is either a stone or gold key. Sure, let's look at it's a storm boss, has a unique boss, spell elements from the shaman, drops and spell elements from the shaman's spell element pack. Good to know. Though it's not telling me what kind of boss they are. Yeah, it's not telling me what kind of boss they are. Hold on. Gold. It is a gold skeleton key. Okay. I'm just, curiosity. Can't blame me for that. Alright, into the cenote. After I grab the red mandrake. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to. This won't take very long. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't do... Oh, that's... Well, I guess we won't be doing this, because I can't head into the cenote, because it's blocked. I'm guessing that will have to be progress made in the main storyline before we can actually get into the cenote. So I do apologize. I do apologize for leading you guys astray. That is my fault. I didn't know. I kind of figured I'd just go right in, but we cannot, so I apologize. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. And the next episode, we're going to get back into the main quest line, go as far as we can, you know, see what comes up, see what we can do. And yeah, that'll be that. So, if you happen to enjoy this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, do not forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.